Tēnā rā tātou katoa. He uri tēnei no poraurangi, ko tāki timu te waka, ko hikurangi te maunga, te panekiritanga e tūteitai ana hei ārahi I a mātou. Ko hake a te marae, kai raro. Ko waiapu te awa, nā tōna wai taku wairua I whakaoreore. Ko te pura tautoko whakahirina ki te autahi Richards ahau. Tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa.
Kia ora everybody, and welcome back to CNT Live, where the only thing missing is you. Now, there has been some concern expressed here at the network and also from you at home around the lack of cultural diversity here on CNT Live. Now, these concerns are something we take very seriously, so I would like to welcome on board Te Pura Tautoko Whakahirinaki Te Autahi Richards, who is Māori. Welcome, Te Pura.
Kia ora, Michelle.
Kia ora. Now, you're Māori, aren't you, Te Pura?
That's right, and I'm also part lesbian, so I'm feeling very good about what I can bring to the show by way of minority perspective.
That's very exciting. Te Pura. Te Pura is joining us here as our co-host and also our cultural considerations advocate here on CNT Live. Now, yes, of course, because we are very pleased and very eager to be committing to cultural and inclusive practice here on CNT Live. Te Pura?
Kia ora again, Michelle. Today on the show, we're hearing from the younger generation about what the kids are up to. We're in fast food heaven with Meredith Pincer, and we're teaming up with Flynn Jane Williams and Chazzy Cooper to learn how to make some pretty funky cushions.
Not only that, but we're going to be catching up with Sabrina Sitt, our health guru, and her personal trainer and personal friend, Felicity Farquhar, about the latest must-have diet. And we'll be catching up with our sexperts, Sarah Lee, Allegra Jennings and Siobhan Scrubs. All that and more after the news at 9. Here's Bethany Bringers.
He mihi mahana kia koutou katoa.
Kia ora, good morning. I'm Bethany Bringers with breaking news for female persons. Fissures emerge in the National Party cabinet this week as Education Minister Hekia Parata, Justice Minister Anne Tolley and Social Development Minister Paula Bennett announced they're leaving the National Party to establish their own political powerhouse, the Pussy Party. Online political advisor Janet Black has expressed concern around the appropriateness of the former minister's choice in name, stating that those ain't no pussies. They might not have brains, but they sure do have balls. In sport, the women's water polo team have just missed out on qualifying for the World Championships in China in what their coach is describing as a sad loss. It's a fine day around the capital today with a high of 17 and a low of 10. I'm Bethany Bringers, and that's news to women today. Good morning.
My name is Te Pura Tautoko Whakahirinaki Te Autahi Richards. I am proudly Māori, partly lesbian, staunchly vegetarian, openly Buddhist, supposedly autistic, vicariously Samoan, in some ways Jewish, and occasionally bisexual. I also have a mild form of fibroids, which is a medical disease. Know me for who I am, not for what I may seem to be. For what I do, not how I am perceived. Judge me maybe, but see me truthfully, and don't set me in a box, for I long to be free.
Wow! Thank you, Te Pura.
Kia ora, Michelle.
Kia ora.
Don't you want to get going, Michelle?
Yes? Yes, I do. I didn't want to marginalise your voice as a minority woman.
Kia ora, Michelle. I really appreciate the cultural safety of your practice. Kia ora again, Michelle.
Kia ora. Kia ora, everybody, and welcome to our culture segment. If CNT Live believes in anything, it's in respecting and representing the diversity of the female voice in society, no matter how young, no matter how small. That's why today we've brought on two special wee guests, and we're concerned about what's going on in their world, because we believe that every woman has something important to say, even little women. So today we've got Maddie Wise and Lily Smart, and we're worried about what's going on in your world. How are you today, girls?
Good.
Great. So, what sort of music are you girls into?
I just resent the positioning of women by popular culture, and in particular the music industry, to such a degree that I can't even engage with, because I find it so
disheartening. Yeah, but
Yeah.
consider we're not dealing with modern phenomena here.
true.
Well, obviously women positioned as sexual objects have always been used for economic purposes. That's assumed.
Of course, but what we're seeing here is a dislocation between product and marketing tool, with female sexuality used as a broadly applicable advertising strategy.
Perhaps, but historically, because surely we're arguing about the novelty of the situation, its existence being in fact assumed.
Yeah.
So I'm asking that you consider in an historical context that what you consider to be a modern phenomena is in fact precedented.
And in truth, I just don't know.
Oh, exactly.
So, I was gonna ask you about Justin Bieber. You probably don't like Justin Bieber, so, but obviously that's...
Anei te tahi pātai, I aha te kaupapa matua ki te rōpū mana wahine I ngā wā ki te heke mai.
Oh, don't get me started. It's a fascinating question and one without a straightforward answer.
Quite, where do we stand in a post-feminist world? We no more have the answer than you do, Te Pura, but kia ora for the question. I think it's about striking a balance.
Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. Sorry about that. So thank you so much for coming in, girls. And we're going to be back just soon. So don't go away. Short break and then we'll be back. Okay.
At Kandala Butchery, we know that size definitely matters. Maybe that's why we've won biggest salami in the district 6 years in a row. Come and sample our big sausages, our juicy small goods, or take home one of our rotisserie chickens. To get your daily helping of hot meat. Kandala Butchery, 105 Kandala Road, Kandala. Get your daily helping of meat.
Hello, I'm Meredith Pincer. Welcome to the kitchen, where I will be cooking something called food. Now, you may remember food from the days of your youth, before we moved from baby formula to baby banana custard to battered chicken nuggets to death. I will also be making something called tomato sauce. Pincer's tomato sauce, motherfuckers. And I will be accompanying it by homemade hamburgers. Obviously, the king of the fast food items.
Meredith, you're an exceptional woman. Your tomato sauce is unapologetically sensational, as are you yourself.
I know. Now, tomato sauce by its nature cannot stand alone without the assistance of a good friend, the mighty burger. As life imitates meat, I, the mighty burger, need the assistance in order to accomplish this task of my sweet kitchen. My good friend, Elaine Judge, who is here to help me as the kitchen assistant this week in the kitchen. Most of you will think that fast food is bad for you because it makes you fat. Actually, fast food is bad for you because if you left it out in the sun for 12 months, it would remain completely unchanged.
Not even an iPod will do that.
However, if you make your own fast food at home, you are guaranteed that it will be much tastier and of a much higher quality than its commercial counterparts. Also, it will be possessive of a greater nutrient value than, say, your average Airbook Mac Air.
MacBook Air.
MacBook Air, which is the perfect diet food because it's so light. Now, Elaine, would you care to try this burger?
Are they low fat? I'm only fucking with you, Meredith.
Oh! Low fat.
Cheers.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Great. Kia ora everybody, and welcome to our health segment for this week. Now today on our show, we're talking with Sabrina Sitt and her personal friend and personal trainer Felicity Fartart about a brand new diet and way to stay in shape. Girls?
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
I've brought my friend Felicity Fartart along today. She's a great personal trainer at Hot Bunny's Gym in Thorndon. We're going to tell you about this new social diet which has been working wonders for us. Like all of life's challenges, sometimes you need the help and support from your friends to help you stick to a diet.
After all, what are girlfriends for if not to help us do the hard stuff?
Exactly. Sometimes all you need to keep you on track is for someone to come round to your house and tell you what an absolute fat bitch you are.
Oh, and the pressure as well, you know, like they can pressure you, but like not in a mean way, in like a good way, like so they like totally judge you and lose respect for you if you're like fat and obese, but it's like motivational.
Exactly, which is what some Australian dietitians were thinking when they came up with the bitch bashing diet. The social diet, which is women count on each other for support and encouragement. The bitch bashing diet book originally came with the bitch bashing stick, a piece of 4x2, approximately 1 metre long stick with a barbed wire tip that women could use to encourage each other not to eat carbs or fat.
Unfortunately, these fat smackers are a bit expensive, so the creators came up with like a verbal version so women can stay strong using only their words.
Although some cheaper alternatives to the fat smackers have been found around the house. Now, Felicity and I are going to demonstrate how you might use this diet on a typical Friday night in, perhaps watching movies with the girls or any other social occasion. So let's say that Felicity has just come home and has had a really hard day and is feeling like a weak little bitch who just wants to hoe into those donuts like the pathetic piece of goat that she really is. Something like that.
What I really need now is a support from Sabrina to find the strength of when to know to say no.
Yeah. Now listen, Felicity, you fat big fat fanny who has no mother fanny, you chiseling little.
Thanks, girl. Hey, you're not gonna eat that pie, are you? You fat you call yourself a human being? Look at your ass, girl. It's huge, and your arms look like jiggle every time you breathe. You're so obese it offends me. You make me want to puke. Just sort it out, you
Kia ora korua. Nā hanga āhuatanga Māori o te kaiwhakatinanga nei.
Being from Australia, and it's not culturally located in that sense, but I suppose some aspects of Māori worldview could be read into it if you wanted to take that lens.
Kia ora.
Coming up next, we have a teaching segment, so don't go away.
Kia ora.
my god, it's Justin. He wants to meet me for coffee. In half an hour.
What?
But what about my filthy vagina? I haven't washed it in over an hour.
Gross, I can smell it from here.
What am I gonna do?
Don't worry. I have a Libran Pussy Purifying Kit. It comes with 3 feminine hygiene wipes, 1 tube of cleansing ammonia-scented douching gel, and 1 deep scrubbing insert stick. It'll freshen you up on the go and get rid of that horrible vagina smell.
Thanks, girl.
Libran Pussy Purifying Kit, because he shouldn't have to put up with your dirty cunt smell.
Kia ora koutou. Nau mai hoki mai ki te huataka nei, kei konei au e kōrero ana ki ngā sexperts. Kia ora wahine mā.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Nā Shannon no Rotorua I tuku mai te pātai mo te ata nei. Ka uia mai, if you have sex with a friend, but your friend is a guy, but he's a gay guy, does that make you a lesbian? Also, why? Kia hou whakaro.
Well, we all know that homosexuality is contagious and can be passed from person to person through genital contact and the sharing of unwashed cutlery. So yes, I would say you are now gay.
Really?
I think what Allegra's trying to say is that sexuality is a very personal thing, and only you know how you want it to be defined, as it were. But I would definitely suggest that you have a conversation with your friend about what this means for your friendship. Communication is really the key.
And abstinence.
Especially with people suffering from homosexuality.
Well, it sounds like you have quite a lot of reading up to do, so I would suggest you go to www.scarletteen.com for some responsible and comprehensive sex education online.
How do you spell that?
Or maybe you could just ask yourself, what would Jesus do? And then spend a little time wrapping your head around how a 2,000-year-old Israeli man could possibly relate to the situation.
I feel like you're learning so much from me. It's important to remain professional, Allegra, even in the face of what can seem like a frustrating amount of misinformation and the people that we're trying to help.
I know, Siobhan, I do married couples.
Okay, tēnā koutou. He rawa ki te rongo I o whakaro matatau. I nai nei, me huri tātou ki te wahanga ako o te hōtaka. I tēnei ata, kei te kōrero mātou mo te mahi tui.
Kia ora everybody and welcome to this week's teaching segment.
Ai, kia ora. Nau mei haere mei ki te wahanga waka ako nei. Ki hia korua e hoko ana I ngā kuihana nei.
Anywhere we can, really.
Mi whanga te matatau kia tia te mahi I inania.
Absolutely not. Making cushions is real easy, eh? Like, firstly you just get a piece of fabric like this and sort of cut it like this. And then you can get like some fabric paints like this. And I've got yellow, because yellow is my favourite colour.
Shit, yeah, it's real cute.
It's real cute. And I'm using polar fleece because it's so cuddly and nice when you're on the couch watching TV. Hey, Flynn Jane.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Real cuddly.
Is that hot glue gun burning?
Nah, it's just the table.
Sweet. And then you can decorate it with other things. And I always write best friends because that's real cute, eh?
Shit, yeah, real cute.
I'll just write best friends on this. And then after you've finished that,
you just sew it up and then you stuff the fucker. And then you've got yourself a sweet cushion like this.
Yeah.
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 Kia ora, kuru kua akona ngā ringa, kua akona ngā wairua. Kia ora.
Well, everybody, that's it from us here at CNT Live. To you at home, thanks for watching.
Kau wai wari wari ki te mātaki a tērā wiki.
Yes. And also, we here at CNT Live are here to talk about what matters to you as women. Ka kite.
Ka kite anō. He mihi mahana kia koutou katoa. Kia ora.
Bye, everybody.
Kia ora.
See you next week.
Ka kite.
Sayonara.
A te wā.
Bye.
Ka kite anō.
Arrivederci.
Well, I don't know about you, but I like what you're drinking. Yes, I don't know about you. Can you tell what I'm thinking? So come on, won't you buy me a beer? Come on, won't you buy me a beer or a wine? Or a wine. Let's have